As Trump and Netanyahu escalate strikes, is Iran now warning that Arab allies will again pay the price, with their own landmark bridges suddenly on the front line? With the IRGC circulating a bridge war map across the Gulf, are the shockwaves from the Karaj B-1 strike now spreading far beyond Iran's borders? After the B-1 bridge was blown up, is Tehran now openly floating Gulf bridges as tit-for-tat targets in a dangerous new phase of the conflict? With iconic bridges in Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Jordan suddenly named, are core Arab transport lifelines now sitting in Iran's crosshairs? Iran is now flagging a possible bridge war after U.S. Israeli strike on its key Karaj link sparked fresh fears of regional retaliation. On April 2nd, Iranian state outlets published a list of major regional bridges, openly labeling them as potential future strike targets. Fast News went further, listing big bridges across the Gulf and Levant as tit-for-tat options if Iran decides to mirror the Karaj attack. Kuwait's Sheikh Jabbar Al-Ahmed Al-Sabah Sea Bridge, a flagship megaproject, was singled out as one of those potential targets. Saudi Arabia's King Fahd Causeway to Bahrain, vital for trade and commuters, was also flagged as a possible retaliation site. In the UAE, Abu Dhabi Sheikh Zayed, Al Maktoum and Sheikh Khalifa bridges were all named, placing core capital links under rhetorical threat. Jordan's King Hussein, Damaya and Abdown bridges were likewise highlighted, suggesting Levantine crossings could also be pulled into the standoff. All of this came just hours after U.S. Israeli strikes destroyed Iran's newly built B-1 bridge in Karaj, turning a prestige project into rubble. On April 2nd, U.S. and Israeli forces reportedly hit the B-1 bridge twice, killing civilians on the road and bringing down key sections of the span. The attack targeted a roughly 1,000-meter link that helps connect Tehran to Iran's northern provinces via Karaj. Footage from the scene showed major sections of the newly built bridge collapsing in clouds of dust after the strikes. Until now, the B-1 bridge had been hailed as a flagship modern project meant to ease crushing traffic between Tehran and Karaj. It was scheduled to fully open this year, smoothing the capital's road link to key northern provinces and tourist routes. Iranian officials say 8 people were killed and at least 95 wounded in the bombardment, many of them ordinary commuters. Donald Trump quickly boasted that Iran's tallest bridge had been destroyed in a U.S. strike, framing it as a major show of force. On his social platform, he shared video of the B-1 airstrike and personally hailed the collapse of the structure. He went on to warn that bridges next, then electric power plants across Iran could be targeted if Tehran does not back down. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi countered that strikes on civilian infrastructure only show defeat and disarray in U.S. Israeli strategy. Araghchi said, and I quote, "Striking civilian structures, including unfinished bridges, will not compel Iranians to surrender. It only conveys the defeat and moral collapse of an enemy in disarray. Every bridge and building will be built back stronger. What will never recover? Damage to America's standing." Unquote. Tehran has already answered with drones and missiles aimed at Israel and US-linked sites around the region, signaling that retaliation is underway. The IRGC now claims it has hit targets in Jordan, Iraq and several Gulf states that host US assets, tying the bridge war rhetoric to a wider map of pressure.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HT videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.